Big Z Reviews. Hi, my name is Brandon Zarzyczny, but you can call me Big Z. And today I'm going to be talking again about my weight loss journey. And this is the third episode that I've done. And if you haven't seen the others, I will link them in the description. But basically before I've lost like 50 pounds, and I think the last one around a little bit over 75 pounds. And this is continuing, and I'm still doing good. I've lost a lot more weight, and I'm like don't want to talk about how it's going and whatnot. And it is going really well. I mean, there are hard days and some easier days, but I'm still walking every day with my dogs, and I've been increasing the distance I've walked average, for every day I walk the average day is probably like 0.4 miles, 0.5 miles, and then 0.6 miles. I'm like somewhere around there. And then like once or twice a week I do a longer walk, which is like a mile or like 1.2 miles. And that's been going good. And the dogs are my one dog Dawn, she's getting svelte, and my other dog Cambria, she is still she was having a little bit of a limp before, from arthritis or something. But walking every day, she's gotten better and better. She's not really limping at all anymore. She's still a little still a little chubby, but I think a lot of it's hair too. But they're two golden retrievers. But they love the walking, and it's a great. It gives you a reason to walk every day. It's like if you're kind of feeling shitty, or if you're sick, or you don't feel like walking, you're busy, and you see these. My one dog Dawn, she does the puppy eye look with these huge brown eyes just staring at you like, walk? We go on a walk today? So it's incredibly hard to not walk them, and it's a great encouragement for you to have these dogs walk with you and to go through it. And they love the walk, and I love walking them, and I love the dogs. So it's a great encouragement every day to do the walks. And also, of course, I've been swimming every day still. I still am trying to do at least a mile a day swimming. And yesterday I walked for 1.1 miles with the dogs, and I swam 100 laps, which is like a mile and a half, about maybe a little under a mile and a half. And it's I was tired, but it felt great. And I feel my body changing. That's sometimes it can be almost a little weird, but when you lose a lot of weight, things, and you also gain a lot of muscle, and your body is changing, and you notice weird things the way you sit. Oh, I'm sitting a little differently. Oh, I'm oh, that roll of fat that was there is not quite there anymore. Oh, that's odd. And you notice weird things, and this really is really encouraging. But that's at the same time, I am still really fat. So sometimes I want to be look it's random people, or the people I know but not know that well. Look how good I'm doing. Look how much weight I've lost, and they don't really say anything. And but yeah, it's because I'm still fat. But at the same time, when the people really notice. Last month in August, my aunt and uncle had a 40th wedding anniversary, and there's this extended family, but it's people that I haven't seen in months, people that I haven't seen for a year, and that they everyone Tom knows. Oh, you look great. Oh, how are you doing? What, you're losing weight? Oh yeah. So it is really encouraging to have people that that can notice it. So it's not just yourself that you notice it weight, but it's encouraging, and it's not easy losing weight, but it's because I'm doing it. I never really thought that I would be able to actually do it. I always thought I could do it. I knew what I had to do. I knew I had you had to move more and eat less. I just had to do it, and I'm doing it. And that's now this yesterday for my weight. I'm up to 105 pounds loss, and that's that's huge. That's like life-changing amount of weight. Even though I still have like hundreds of more pounds to lose, it's so it's life-changing. But back like earlier this year, like when I would go to Target or I go shop at a grocery store or something, I would be by the end I would be absolutely exhausted. And like recently, I took the dogs for a walk. I swam. Then I went to a couple errands, and then I went to Target, and I walked all around Target, and I was fine. Like I was a little sweaty, my knees were a little sore, but I was fine. I was getting some Rubbermaid containers, and I put everything in the cart in the containers and carried it to the car like that. And I was fine. Like I wasn't breathing hard. I was a little sweaty, but it completely changes my way. It's going to change my way of life. It's going to open up so many doors that like have been shut up because I couldn't do anything. Like even though I could still get around, I wasn't anything like bed bound. I would get tired so easily, and now I can do so much more. And I just know that if this is what I'm like at 100 pounds down, imagine what it would be like at 200 pounds, at 300 pounds, at 400 pounds down. That would be a completely different person. And it's really encouraging, and I want to keep going. I know it's slow. It's nothing magic about it. I have to burn off the fat. I have to, like, each day, I have to, and I've been good. I'm still continuing I only eat one meal a day, dinner, and that satisfies me because I love food and I love dinner. So if I can have a nice dinner and not really worry about what I'm eating too much for dinner, but then I have a protein shake for everything else. And I may have and sometimes I break down. I might have snacks I shouldn't have, but I'm usually pretty good. And I can tell when I'm good, I lose more weight, and then like when I'm not good, I don't lose weight. So it's encouraged me to even when I have cravings to not go through it. For example, I was walking through Target. I was before going I was going through the cartwheel, and I added a bunch of candy and other stuff, bad stuff for me that's on sale. But then when I got to a section of the aisle, I just walked past the aisle. I didn't go down the aisle. I knew if I go down the aisle, I'd be tempted to buy it. Then if I had it, I was gonna eat it. I didn't. I avoided that temptation. But that 105 pounds, that is a really special number for me because it happened in 2010. I went to a doctor's visit, and I, for the first time, learned what my weight was since high school. I didn't have a scale that I could weigh myself, and it really freaked me out what weight I was because of how high it was. And it's interesting because seeing that weight now, I'm so happy about it, but I was so horribly upset about it when I saw it then. It's kind of interesting. And I think because I haven't really shared my actual weight with really anybody except for my immediate family, but this number kind of means something for me. And it was actually when after I went to that doctor's visit, I wrote a little something. I was planning to write more, but I never really did. But this is something, my exact feelings that I was feeling in 2010, 9 years ago. After that I had this doctor visit, I learned what my weight is, and I thought maybe I'd share it with you. And so it's also a reveal of my weight. But the name of the little thing I wrote is 710. Yesterday I went to the doctor because I developed cellulitis in my lower leg. This in itself wasn't anything horrible or too noteworthy. Some antibiotics and I was fine. However, my doctor's visit was. My family physician recently moved into a new facility with other doctors, and apparently with the pooled resources, they purchased a geriatric scale. When I first saw that heavy-duty scale and its extra large platform, I couldn't help but hope I would max it out. It had been years since I knew what my weight was. I believe that in 10th grade I weighed in at 420 pounds, but I only know this because at that time I started the Weight Watchers program. It worked for a while. I was just about to hit 350 when I plateaued for multiple reasons that I might describe later. I didn't, but that's fine. Since then, I have never had a scale that could weigh me. It's been 6 or 8 years since then, and from eating too much and not exercising enough, I have gained a lot of weight. Flash forwarding to the present, I'm around the fattest I have ever been. I'm also currently attempting to lose weight by adding a small exercise every day and eating a little less. But again, I'll talk more about this later. I didn't, but that's fine. What I really need to get off my chest is the number that came up on that despicable geriatric scale. 710. 710 pounds. Yes, I said 710 pounds. When I hear that number, I associate it with massive blobs that can't walk or get out the door. I can't weigh that much. It's impossible. My first thought was that the scale had to be wrong. And who knows? Maybe it was. It wasn't. However, unless proven otherwise, that is now the number I have to describe my body. I wish there was a way to forget something like this. I'd rather go on thinking that I weigh somewhere around 500 pounds. I'd even be okay weighing 600 pounds, but not 700. That number is just too fucking big. It shouldn't be linked to a human being. I was able to put it out of my mind when I talked to the doctor about my leg. When I drove my car, though, I started to freak out. I started repeating 710 over and over in my mind as if it was a mantra. 710, 710, 710, 710. And as soon after that, the 710 mantra started to include, you should just kill yourself. And I then started to cry and come close to what may have been hyperventilating. Thinking now I was having a panic attack. And even though I know suicide is completely illogical, I was just kind of getting that automatic thinking that you should just kill yourself. And I did consider it. I was able to gather myself before entering the Walmart to pick up my prescription. But my mind still dwelled on that number. Maybe if instead it was 7-Eleven, I could have laughed about it instead of cried, at least for a little bit. The only thing I can do now is take the number and try to use it as motivation for myself. It's either that or just attempt to put it completely out of my mind until my next visit to the doctor, where the new number would be 800. And that I was correct with that. That my max that I hit was 115 pounds. And that was at the end of last year. And I think that was the last time I weighed myself. That was before Christmas. And I always gain weight at Christmas. So I wouldn't be surprised if my actual max was like around 820. But I didn't weigh myself then. And when I started losing weight in January, I didn't weigh myself immediately. But the first time I assumed I was around 815. That's what I've measured 105 pounds on. But I assumed that, the first time I actually weighed myself was 810. And so, that's exactly what happened, and it took like 9 years, and I have a couple of times when I lost some weight and took it back, but to be back at that weight is so weird that, it bothered me so much at that time. And then to be so happy about it is just, it's a little odd, I have to admit. But I am happy. I'm thrilled that I weigh 710 pounds. I know that's still an obscenely large number, but I know that I will not be that number for long. Right now, like throughout this whole thing, I'm averaging just under 3 pounds a week. And I mean, if I can continue losing that, if I can continue doing this, like I will be like 650 pounds by like the end of January, early February of next year. And I mean, I'm just going to keep losing that weight. And I'm going to, next year when I'm, a year from now, I'd be another over 100 pounds down. I'll maybe I could be in like the 500s, like and I know that that is life changing, and I have to do it, and I know I am gonna do it. It's really, I can do it, and I'm going to do it, 'cause I have to, because there's nothing. It's a choice. There's nothing wrong with being fat. Like you shouldn't be shamed for it. Even though, I feel enough shame for myself, but it's not if you can change it, it's not the way to live. It's not. Everything is harder when you weigh this much. So if I feel this much better after 105 pounds, I can imagine what I'll feel when to 200 pounds. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep dropping weight, and I'm going to keep documenting it on this my channel, and keep showing you how I'm doing. It's funny. The other day, like a couple weeks ago, I was getting out of the shower, and one thing I wish that I kind of taking more pictures of myself, or taking more measurements of my body, so I keep track of how much I've lost. But I hate looking at pictures, like full body pictures of myself, so I haven't taken them. But when I got out of the shower and I was toweling myself off, and I looked in the mirror, and the towel was kind of covering, like from here down, and it was like kind of the frame of how I frame my videos, But I noticed that, like, I've gained from swimming and lifting weights. I've gained a lot of muscles, and I've lost a lot of weight up around my upper torso and my neck. I look better, and I could see, just holding the towel up like that, and I could see, like, and I got an image of myself of what I could be if I keep losing the weight, what my whole body would be like. And right now I'm a little droopy. That's things I'm gonna have to deal with when I keep losing weight. Like, thankfully, my family, I have very stretchy skin. Like, for how big I am, I really don't have any stretch marks. So I'm hoping that my body might absorb some of my skin, and it'll like snap back a little bit. But right now I am a little droopy with, like, a lot of, especially my boobs and my arm flaps and, like, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot less fat in them, but there's still the skin there. So I'm a little droopy right now. But I'm also, like, when I look in the mirror and I can see that, but the potential for what I could be, and I want to strive for that. And it's encouraging. Like, I've been watching more, like, there's some, like, fitness YouTubers and weightlifters and stuff. Like, I know, like, Juji and Tom, like, has a great channel on YouTube, and then some other, like, the Half Thor Bjornsson, and some other, the History channel had, like, the strongest men in history, which had, like, a group of, like, 4 of the strong men going around doing stuff. And it's really encouraging that, that I want to try to, be fitter and keep lifting weights and keep getting stronger, and that will help me lose the fat, and I really want to try to do that. But I haven't joined a gym, and I'm probably not going to join a gym, at least for now. I have a lot of anxiety about it, but I kind of told myself that once I close my pool for the year, and that's, like, last year, I didn't close it till I was able to keep it open until, like, the week before Thanksgiving. So it depends on the weather, though. But if I can keep swimming that much, like, but I know swimming, like, once I opened the pool and started swimming, it really increased my rate of weight loss. So I'm slightly worried about having this, once I stop swimming, I have to keep losing the weight. But maybe if I do a second walk, like a walk twice a day, and if I do go to a gym and I do more stuff there, and I'm going to try to do that, hopefully. But we'll get to there when I get to there. But for now, I did increase, like, I did some more stuff, some more exercises. Like, I bought a resistance band set, because there's so much you can do with dumbbells. There are only so many different exercises you can do. So I wanted to do something where I could do more pulling exercises. But I got a resistance band set, and also I got along with it, like, two heavier bands, 100-pound and an 80-pound. So I think the max I can do on it is like 330 pounds. But I think the max I've done so far is like 280. But I do the morning what I do is I do like a modified lat pull down, or kind of like a row, and I do modified bench press. And doing the bench press with the resistance bands, it's interesting. It's tiring and tough. Like it activates a lot different muscles than you do with a normal bench press. But then I also do, tricep curl. And also recently I added the squats to it. And there's not like, again, some of the stuff that the way they want you to do the exercises doesn't quite work for me because I'm 6'5". But I was able to do it, and it does. I feel good doing the squats. They feel good, even though I'm doing, like, if I'm doing 100 pounds resistance, that's just like what I would have weighed earlier this year. But then also I do like bicep curl with them, and it does the resistance things. It's different than doing like a dumbbell. Like they really activate the muscles differently, and they tire them out. Like, but I mean, I do that. I do the resistance bands. I rest. Do the resistance bands. Rest. And then I do the dumbbells. Rest. Resistance bands. Rest. And continue like that. And I mean, if I'm tired, I take another day of rest in between them. But I mean, I've been trying to keep that consistent, and it's going really well. And I'm noticing I'm feeling stronger. And I think it's funny, recently, the past like 10, 20 pounds I've lost, it seems like has all been from my legs. And it's kind of funny. I mean, like a lot of the weight before I've been from up here, I've been losing. And then now, like, I think I don't know like how my body decides where to lose the weight. I almost wonder if sometimes feel like when I do more walking and stuff, like if whatever exercise you're doing, like maybe it takes the fat from there. I really don't know how it works, but like I mean, my body's changing, and I mean right now it's tough because I'm kind of in between, like for clothes, because I feel like if I have my old clothes that fit me, before, they're getting really big on me. But I mean, I ordered a couple new short shirts and shorts, but like I don't want to. Those are already now a little big on me. Like, and I don't really want to order, like, just keep ordering clothes for each step of the way. I've been throwing stuff in the dryer, hoping it dries up. But of course, I am really tall, and unfortunately, it seems like a lot of times when the clothes shrink, they shrink height-wise more so. So then soon I'll be like I'm wearing a gigantic crop top, and I don't think that's a good look for me. But that is how I'm going right now, and it feels weird to tell the internet my weight when I haven't really told many people other than my immediate family. Like, I mean, my general range for views maybe like 50 people. Or like it could be a max couple hundred, but still, it's out there. Then my weight is now out there once I edit this and publish it. But I feel good about it, even though that the number that was so like freaked me out so much, I now feel good about. Although again, because I'm going to be passing through that number, and I'm hopefully going to be hitting in the 600s in like a couple weeks. Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be in the 600s hopefully, and that's gonna be great. But thanks for watching, and subscribe to me at Z over there. And this is for editing, Brandon, but if I might try to put in a little bit of a supercut of like a clip from each of my recording sessions, like throughout this year. And maybe you can see a progression of my weight loss, like just from from the shoulders up at least. But we'll see if I have the patience to do it. But if not, thanks for watching, and subscribe to me and see over there. And thanks. See you next time. But thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. And thanks for watching. But 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 thanks for watching. So thanks for watching. And thanks for watching. But thanks for watching. This has been a Big Z video. Thanks for watching.